HHDG.
Peace, HHDG. We're on another episode of HHDG Media Podcast. Big shout out to everyone right now that's tuning in through our YouTube channel, as well as our Facebook group, HHDG, which stands for Hip Hop Discussion Group. Before we give our shout outs and I let you know where we can go check out the music and everything, I just want to, because I got the news while I was on my way home. Condolences to Chino XL's family. I heard he passed away. No, unexpected. Young. I was shocked. Like I know a lot of other people are shocked. So, condolences to his family and all his close friends, that are finding out. Death is tough, and then just you never expect it. So, again, my condolences to his family. As you can see on the bottom banner, we have our website, hhdgmedia.com, where you can go check out previous music that we put up there, as well as interviews, merchandise, and upcoming events. This is always made possible through our company, our 5-man family, our crew, HHDG Media Inc., which consists of Rock Vader KB, myself, Wiki, T. Smith, The Mayor, and Skelly Top. For tonight, we have two artists coming from different parts of the East Coast, and they generally have their own unique style, and I like what they did on their new project, Black is Beautiful, that dropped on March 1st of this year. One I had the honor of interviewing about 2 years ago now, and I believe that was his first interview, so I'm definitely honored to be able to, say that and be able to present him to the world. And since then, he's been very consistent with his music, and I gotta say, this young man continues to, establish his style and also the content that goes around in the world, and also dropping knowledge, which I always appreciate. But he gives, I like to say that it's not that he's pushing the boundaries. He's speaking on topics that a lot of people don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about the elephant in the room. And he presents that in his music often, and also on social media. So I always respect the way he does that. Some of these projects that he has out, At Your Neck, which was produced entirely by Barto at Calgary. And the project that, when I first interviewed him, that was out, which was Black Fiction. Sorry about that, Black Fiction. And he's had some other projects out as well throughout that time. And one of them was The White Melodies. And he also had the B-side to that. And I know there's another one I'm missing, but I know it'll come to me. With those projects, he's also worked with some well-known people, which during the interview in the past, I said before, and I'll say it again. If he was working with those people back then, they recognized that talent. So real recognize real. And here we are, 2024, about to speak with him again. And he's still getting his props. The other guest also has like I said, a unique sound. With his production, I'd like to say it gives a melodic yet cinematic feel to it, where it's I feel in a way it expresses possibly what he came up watching and listening to, and I'm going to find out, when I speak more with him about it. He's also done a lot of production in the past. One with actually not one, two projects with a Las Vegas artist, Johnny Trash. And he's also has a nice little EP of himself showcasing his lyricism, which we don't get to see too often. So I definitely appreciated hearing that. And that was the Harlem Summer EP. And also with his production that I like is sometimes a lot of producers might overdo it. I feel that he knows how to balance it out with the artist that he's working with. And the lyricism and the MCing doesn't overpower the production, and the production is not doing the same with the MC. And I think one thing that with the new album, Black is Beautiful, is it feels like a ballad, and I'll find out more about it when we speak about it, but it feels like they had a perfect synergy with the creating this album. So without further ado, I want to introduce once again BlaQ Chidori. Peace, peace.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? He's over here tweeting about it.
And also, repping the Bronx, Happy Art.
All right.
Peace, peace.
All right, what up?
How y'all doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing, man?
Good.
Good.
So I gotta, as always, I just recently interviewed Know It All, and then before that, Patty Honcho. And in both of those interviews, I shouted out BlaQ Chidori because he was the one that pretty much opened it up for me to discover the other artists as well as you, Happy Art.
I appreciate it. Could put you on. It's the gang. It's him. And ironically, all of those people happen to be members of the Pentagon conglomerate. So, yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Now, Happy Art, tell us a little bit about your past.
About my past? Music?
Yeah. Like in music, yeah.
I really just I used to make beats a little bit when I was younger, but I never took it that serious. But just around the pandemic, I started thinking I could make beats and take it serious. So I just, bought a beat machine and started making beats. But I used to rap more. That's why I never really took beats serious. Because I used to rap more, but I don't really feel like rapping anymore. So pursuing a rap career rather. Mm-hmm. I still rap sometimes, but I don't feel like doing that as a thing. I'd rather make beats. So, I took that route.
Okay.
It's just been that ever since.
So when you first started with the production,
mm-hmm.
what equipment were you working with back then?
All right. So when I was like 15, 16, I had the PlayStation 1, right? And there was this game called MTV Music Generator.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fire. It was actually like what Fruity Loops is, basically. It's like what
Excuse me, I gotta stand up, I'm in my drawers.
It's actually like what Fruity Loops is, what all them type of new joints people are using now. It's like that, and you could sample and all that.
I remember.
That's when I started, and I actually taught people. I taught like 3-4 dudes how to use it, and they went on to become great beat makers. Yo, you heard?
Nice.
Crazy, son. It's crazy. And after that, though, when I was like 18, I bought an MPC 2000 XL, and they got stolen. So I said, "Fuck that shit." But then, like I said, pandemic came. I felt like making beats again, and I just started doing that shit, and I still do it now. Yeah.
That's dope. Man. So now you said that you used to rhyme a lot more, and now not so much these days. So which came first for you, the MCing or the production?
Yeah, MCing. Yep.
MCing. All right.
I always used to, since I was a little kid, I used to like be amazed by rapping, and I always used to try to rap, you know. So I tried that first.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Who was one of those artists that really got you, that you were copying their style back then? You know, reciting their lyrics.
I wasn't copying their style, but you know, I gravitated more towards them because of the personality, kind of same thing I had. Like when I was a kid, my favorite rapper was Redman because he was silly, and I'm silly. Like I'm always saying silly shit, joking and shit. So I gravitated towards Redman because I was like,
Okay.
oh, he's funny like me, but he's still a hood ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I fucked with that. I fucked with that heavy. Like that's what made me like Redman like that.
That's dope. Yeah, Redman, and you know that's a perfect inspiration right there, because he combined so much with the wittiness and the humor, but still could be dead serious.
Right.
And not too many people are capable of handling that type of, you know, style of rhyming.
Right.
Yeah, I fuck with Redman too. Nigga nice.
Have you always been like that? You growing up?
Like what? Like
being silly, yeah.
yeah. Like since I was in first grade, I always wanted to be a comedian. That was my first. You asked me what I want to be when I was in first grade, I would say a comedian. That was my answer. I want to be a comedian. I still want to be a comedian. It's crazy because comedy don't got no age. I could get on stage at 50 years old and just kill it. I'm gonna wait till I'm 50, and then I'm gonna go on there and see if I can become an all-star and shit.
That's good.
But yeah, comedy is my shit. I always tell people, you know, just be, you know, don't take
yourself.
Don't take yourself too serious, you know. It's only a couple things you got to take serious in life, and everything else is just like, feel me? That's how I feel.
So how long have you and BlaQ Chidori known each other?
I don't know, man. What, like 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years?
It's like 3 years type shit.
Yeah,
3 years type shit. Yeah. Uh-huh.
We met on Twitter and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like dots.
Hey, yo. And it's crazy too, because for all 3 years, like it's been like consistent. Like if we not linked up in person, then we always contacting each other over the phone, like every day, like literally every day. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No. Sure.
Yeah, no, it is literally every day. Niggas is talking to each other on the net every day.
Nah,
Every day.
Yeah, so that's almost around the time of your Black Fiction. It's 2021 it came out?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Black Fiction, yeah.
All right.
That's about really when Black Fiction was actually around that same time that I really first started networking with like that scenery. You know, because I got put onto that scenery, like I was new to like, oh, there's other niggas that's like out here just now doing it, but like these niggas is doing that shit on Twitter. And so I was like, okay, so let me start scoping this out and shit like that. You know, I got put on to like some of the scenery through niggas like Nums and niggas like Ruben, different media pages and people like that. So after I got put on to them, of course I just started interacting, engaging with them, and building relationships. You know what I'm saying? So
that's how it happens. Yep.
That's just how it works. Just the way God works.
All comes into play properly.
Right, it's alchemy. Yeah.
So what was when the two of you first met? Was it more of just politicking and talking? Nothing about music. Just same things.
Well, it was very casual because we was already like everybody, like niggas was already familiar with each other so
Yeah.
much. Then you know what I'm saying? We had met, we had all linked up for dinner at a Caribbean joint. You know what I'm saying? But like I'll never forget it because like this nigga, like the way this nigga is like on the net, like he's very much the same way in real life. There's no difference. But like I remember OG known for smoking, the producer that made Soul Surgery with No Door. He had pointed out Happy had on a shirt. It was like this 9/11 shirt that had Bush on the joint with Bin Laden. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't even know he was wearing that.
Uh-huh.
So OG pointed it out. I was like, well, that's mad funny. It's mad funny. Yeah.
Oh man.
Now, Patty Honcho was talking about the cipher space. Y'all be wilding in there sometimes.
The cipher space? No, we be wilding in like regular spaces mostly. Cipher spaces thing. The cipher spaces, if anything, it's the people that get wild with us, and then we gotta be like, we gotta shut it down. And it's like, nah, like relax, like we ain't come here for all that, like, you know, so that what it is.
When it sorry. When it comes to the two of you working together, what was the first track that the two of y'all did together, whether it was official or unofficial yet?
The that joint,
that Italian joint.
Exactly.
If it plays as a snippet at the end of the Black is Beautiful video, at the very end, it plays as a snippet. That was the first song we ever did. In fact, actually, out of all of the whole network, that one and another joint by some dude named Kuji were the very first collaborations I ever did over the net with any of the network that I built thus far. Them two. Yeah.
What about Happy Arts production really caught your attention?
The fact that this nigga nice, to sum it up. You know what I'm saying? But aside from that, he has a very keen. This is the thing too. He be downplaying his ear. Because like he be trying to be so meticulous with it and shit like that. But like he don't know, like that shit be mad. Like how he scouts for shit, like. Because I don't want to sample snitch or nothing like that, or give away the nigga.
I get that. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to give away the science. You know what I'm saying? But like the joints he picked, the direction you could take it, and it's the fact that you wouldn't be able to take it that direction had he not sent you a joint that could go there. You see what I'm saying? And usually a producer that is making hip hop or rap don't really go there. But he's not thinking like they think. He's thinking like, yo, what's nice?
Music wise, yeah.
And it's like, if this is nice, this is so nice that it should have somebody nice on it to like do something nice on it and it sound nicer, you know.
That's interesting that you said that, because when I listened to the new album,
so that way it holds no bounds. You could go anywhere.
That's what I was gonna say. It sounds like any artist, no matter the genre, could be on Happy Arts production.
Exactly. He just happened to put it in my hands. Hey, yo.
And that's the same way I felt when I listened to the Harlem Summer EP.
Yeah. I got a secret about that. That was recorded in 2008.
Wow.
What
was the inspiration behind that project?
Just a demo. I got mad shit that I did back in the days that I actually want to look for it because I have a lot of verses that I like that I recorded that I forgot the verses, and I think if I spit it today, it will still be fire. Actually, yeah,
He nice too. He nice when he rap. I like his rap. I like his rap.
So how much music do you have that you haven't released that you've been rhyming on? Happy Art?
Me? Nah, not much.
Not much. Okay.
Like I was rhyming back in the day, but I haven't rhymed much in years. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just starting to get back to it as far as rhyming. Like I haven't rhymed in years. Like but lately, my plan is to like if I produce an album or something, or I produce somebody's like whole project, I want to have like at least a verse on it. So that's how I'm gonna try to do it.
Okay.
And I'm actually working on an EP. I have another EP coming out. I don't know when though. I want to do like 5 songs. I got about 3 done really, two and a half. But I'm taking my time with that, so I'm not rushing it. It could come out next year. Who knows when? But I'm still, I'll do it. I'll do it here and there.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
He was nice on that Black is Beautiful shit.
Yep. When you go back and listen to some of your previous work that you didn't put out yet, does that give you a certain inspiration to write more?
Yeah. Look, you know what's crazy? I don't even write. I'm not trying to sound cliche. I don't write, but I'm not saying that shit because I'm like some nice ass rapper or nothing. But I really don't write. Like I just whenever the mood strikes me, I might just freestyle in my head and I'll just remember certain lines I said and I'll put it in a verse somewhere. That's what I do.
Okay.
Or like I'll hear some beats. Sometimes like I'll hear beats playing. That's how I'm kind of working on my EP. I'll hear a beat playing. And if I'm just like, let's say I'm playing 2K or something, or I'm driving somewhere or something, I'll throw the beat on and I'll just freestyle in my head till I kind of get the idea of what I want this to sound like, and I'll just put it together. Like, okay. So yeah. But the old stuff, I don't really have. Like I said, I can't find my old stuff, so I don't know where it's at. So I don't really listen to old stuff. Probably got like 1 or 2 verses I know that I have from like when I was like 16. I really got like 1 or 2 verses, but other than that, I don't have a lot of old stuff really that I can find. I don't know where it's at. I have this one tape. I wish I really knew where it was at. Now that shit got like 15 songs on it. I would release that today if I had that shit. Hell yeah. I don't know where that shit at.
So a lot of your work was on tapes and not so much on hard drives?
Cassettes and shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Back in the days and shit. You see the grays and shit. Hell yeah.
Now, BlaQ Chidori, you, like I was saying in the intro, you've been consistent since Black Fiction dropped. Like each year, you dropped a project, and I think it was 2022. You had 3 projects, if I remember correctly.
Like projects, period, or like albums?
Albums. I'm sorry, albums. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I did. Yeah. White Melodies, A and B side, and Black Osteology.
That's right. That was the other one. Yeah.
Yeah. Black Osteology, honestly, like that one, like that and Black is Beautiful. Those 2 are like ones that are like real special to me. But like the experience when making it, it's like those were ones that like it felt like I got to really fall in love and get intimate with the music and the sounds and really like, you know what I'm saying, like it like it was different with those 2. And even very great chemistry with both of those artists. I think some of the most, I'd say the most. Yeah. At Your Neck, I'd say At Your Neck was actually the same way too, because See, this is the thing about the At Your Neck. I would have dropped 4 because at the time I was working on B-side, and also before I was working on B-side, I was already working on At Your Neck. You see what I'm saying? It's just that I postponed At Your Neck so that way I could drop B-side because I wanted to follow up A-side. And I wanted to, keep up that momentum. You see what I'm saying? Otherwise, you see what I'm saying? So I decided to hold it back. And then I just saved it for later. And then, just re-recorded and different shit like that. But At Your Neck was the same way too. Especially because I feel like my creative process and like the dimensions my mom took me to as far as the creative process, making those albums specifically, that was totally different versus when I was making any of my other albums.
And I don't want to jump directly into the new album, but you've already showcased harmonizing on previous projects. So this was nothing new for you.
Yeah, I do everything.
When it like you said, you do everything, and I think we did speak on all the various talents that you were showcasing. How do you approach it in your songs to know how you want to present that delivery? Like a certain song, like you might be rhyming on a particular song, but might be a certain portion where you want to harmonize in it.
Oh, so how do I know how to approach the track when I want to do the harmonics?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, at all times, this is the thing. I never know. I never know when it comes to any track. Is I hear it, in the moment I hear it, what did I hear? Because when you play it, most people hear a beat and then they start forming words. I don't do that. The moment I hit play, that song was already there. I didn't make that song. That song, the moment I hit play, that song was already there. If anything, at most, I may have channeled it, but I didn't create that. That's not me. The moment I heard it, when I didn't hear the beat, I heard that song. And I love that song that I heard so much. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to record myself performing that song. And so when it came to Happy's beats, mind you, we had a direction in mind because I was coming off top 3 and 4. And I was like, I made a song called Painted, where I was like, I want to make more songs like this. Trash was working with Happy, Trash Thompson, and they had a song. That song is Slut Love. That's on the album. I did that with them. And while we were talking about it, we was just rapping, talking with each other. And I was like, I made that song Painted. It was about this, but that song's so fire. I like doing that little singy shit, da. And then that's when I was like, yo, Happy. We was talking about the Slut Love joint, and I was like, yo, we should do a joint. Or he was like, we should do a joint. And we was like, yeah. And so then I was like, we should do joints like Painted and make a whole album just like that. And then I was like, yo, you know what? That song we just did would definitely fit that. And I asked Trash permission. He was like, yeah, you can have it for your album. And that was the first song ever for Black is Beautiful. Song officialized the idea of Black is Beautiful. You see what I'm saying? Now, mind you, though, the very first song that was original to Black is Beautiful after it was been an idea, or at the very least, before it was really officialized on record, is a feature I did. It was a feature I did for somebody. And I got paid for this feature by this young producer, PTY. and I did that feature for him. You know, a miscommunication had occurred, and stipulation was there, and so to correct that, we had to then remake the track. And so I asked him if I could keep the original track because I loved it. It was a personal one as well, and I felt like it could fit Black is Beautiful. He was like, "Yeah, you can have it." I was like, "All right, bet." And so that song I think was before the Trash Thompson joint or around that same time. So those two was really the very first songs for Black is Beautiful. And we just built it off of the energy from there.
That's dope.
You know.
Yeah, everything worked out because not every producer is gonna be okay like that.
What you mean?
You know, being okay with letting it be used again.
Oh yeah. No. He was very open-minded. I appreciate it. And then also, I'm looking at the fact that I got paid for the track.
Mm-hmm.
And then, well, no, I'm not looking at that. But I'm gonna just look at I got paid for that track. I got to make a track that I personally love, and he gave me permission to use it too. You see what I'm saying? And then I got paid again to remake the song. So it's like, it's like, see, in that first, I didn't want to say that because then I'm sounding like I was just looking at the money. Like, it's not like that, but I'm just looking at the bonuses of that.
Right.
So, yeah. That's just the way going raps, what I'm saying, around my verse and my ciphers.
So with that energy coming from that one track, what kept everything going in the vein of relationships, women?
So with Slut Love, I had a verse where, so actually Slut Love was older than Black Silk because Slut Love, in a verse I mentioned, I said, was fucking with an older shorty, was fucking with a shorty, she older, got kids and shit, but had to cut her off for the sake of sanity. Vanity never impressed the likes of I, especially when you came to me. So I was referencing, I wasn't in, it is a facsimile of a relationship, but it wasn't no like this was my girlfriend or nothing like that. And we wasn't even looking at that for real, but we was engaging, and I did reference her. So there were certain muses and whatnot, and then a lot of the other songs was about a relationship that I was in more recently, So, there were muses for that. But there were other songs that were really just on some free, like, this isn't about a relationship. It's just about what just inspired me from these certain moments or situations. Yes, for example, Black is Beautiful. He already had that song. That was a song he already made a minute ago or so, and he had came to me like, yo, this is a joint that I did, but what you think of it, and I think we could use it for the album. And so I heard it, and mind you, he's just now getting back into rap, so we don't always get to hear him rap like for real. You see what I'm saying? And so, I heard it and I was like, yo, this joint fire. And so then I'm sitting there playing the joint, and then I'm like, all right, so how we gonna get on this? I'm listening to how he approached it, what he talked about. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just follow that. We're just gonna stunt this. We fly like we them niggas, and like this a happy off like Chidori like the Christ joint. And that's why in the verse you see me mention about the experience of this being a collaborative track and effort. That's what if you listen to the lyrics, that's what you hear me rap about more so than any like girls or anything else for real. Aside from my style and whatnot, And then other songs like Waterfall, share a drink. You know what I'm saying? I had tweeted out the whole story about what Waterfall Share a Drink is about. If you want to see, I don't want to explain it over air, so follow me on Twitter at capital DA the BlaQ Chidori, and make sure you put the CK after capital Q, the BlaQ Chidori on X or Twitter, and go to my page, hit the search bar, type in Waterfall Share a Drink, and you'll find the tweet talking about what inspired that, what experience. Just listen to the song alone. Listen to the song alone.
Yep.
Listen to the song alone. It'll tell you what it's about. If you know how to really listen with that. You know what I'm saying? So, but there's just lots of or something about you. I talked about how you ever had them situations where like you go to hang out with a joint or with a woman, and they tell you, oh, we just gonna chill, and you're like, oh, all right, yeah, okay, that's fine, but then you don't end up chilling. You know what I'm saying? And so it's songs like that. Let's go.
It happens.
Yeah.
Happy, are you still there?
Yes, I'm right here. I'll be right back.
All right. Let's go into the music video.
Mm-hmm.
BlaQ Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my sister.
Eating extraneous for testosterone. Pumpkin seeds in my smoothies just for the minerals. I look at you dudes, have Britain views. Liverpool, look at you out, most men look at foreplay. Nigga minuscule. Your mind is clouded, but the vision skewed. I kill every rapper standing. Wait, pardon me, baby, sorry, I'm being real. Just got excited, let's make this spot choose. Let's go outside to call the restaurant, reserve the table just for two.
Talk shit, never do such. No, only fools rush. Bought a new tux, whiter than the Ku Klux. Any chick I ever met said I'm too much. In a few months, rock gold that weigh 2 tons. Got a new gun, and I shoot it off if you let me. Test me, bet I make it messy. Let's see, pull up in the SC, earn in the passenger, burn in the indica, burn if I clap at ya. Fake niggas can't sit with us. No broke bitches can't get with us. 4 or 5 stick with us. No Bill Gates. When I gatekeep, gated communities. No gate key, you try and save hoes, bitches try and save me. Then we came a long way from the skate key. Streets is hasty, so I trust no. Just go where I must go and get the gusto. Bitches want to follow everywhere they see us go. Yo, they must know, L carry too much dough. Oh, L carry too much dough. Oh.
Yo, looking like a Coca-Cola pull-up in my mink coat. My French girl mustache is like they wear Hessico. Yeah, deep throat, God-fearing woman, but a freak coat. It really was my heart, she think a trick was up my sleeve, though. Nah, mommy, you been hurt before. It hurts the most, it worse and slow. I earned your oats, the surface soak, you smirk and choke. But the last bit of toothpaste, the way she work a low. Oh, I guess I'm being graphic, I suppose. You see a Gemini, her masturbating sapphic on the low. She let me have it, never asking, getting brain, she's happy, yo. Sexual, turning info for intellectual shit. Organized shit got me driving on the schedule. Yeah, feel a happy soul when you got like the Christ on interlude. She wanna get to know me, all you need to know I'm into you, bitch. All you need to know I'm into you. Whole world ugly, it don't really matter where you go. The stars still spinning, heads don't know, I guess your bitch know. Every time a nigga come around, you gotta hide your hoe. Or it's you feel me, cause black is beautiful. Whole world ugly, it don't really matter where you go. The stars still spinning, heads turn around, cause your bitch know. Every time a nigga come around, you gotta hide your hoe. Or it's you feel me, cause black is beautiful. Oh, you gotta hide your hoe, or else you feel me, cause black is beautiful. Oh, you gotta hide your hoe, or else you feel me, cause black is beautiful.
that song that was just about to play, at the end of that, that was the very first joint that we did. I was talking about.
Yeah, that was the one you was talking about. Now, I wanted to ask, because being that I've heard the album often since it dropped in March. What made you put your verse?
Well, hold on, excuse me. Not to impart on your wisdom. I said not to impart on your wisdom.
Oh.
It dropped on Valentine's Day on MayweatherTheory.com, his website.
That's right. Yeah.
We just dropped it personally, like now we start getting more acquainted with using, the personal networks and, getting more personalized and custom traffic and more controlled, on our brands.
Directly to you, yeah. Yep. My bad on that. You're right.
But yeah, it dropped DSPs on March. What we did? March 1st? Something?
Yeah, March 1st it was. Yeah. What I was saying was, in the music video, BlaQ Chidori went first with his verse, but if you listen to the album, Happy Art starts out first. What made you go with that direction with the video?
What you mean? You talking about that song that came on first, like where I was out in the car?
Yeah.
That was actually just a snippet of, and see, this was the videographer's idea. Earn De Niro, who's actually a great talented artist too. I featured him on my song 750 on Off Top 4. He's got his own albums, and he's got a project recently, Beauty's in the Eye. That joint, oh my God, that shit is fire too. Produced by Zelina Ahmed. And so, but Earn De Niro, it was his idea. For him, he was like, since we already recording the scene in the restaurant, what you have a line that gave me an idea in your intro on what you need. He was like, you got a line where you say, let's go outside to call the restaurant, reserve the table just for two. He was like, what if we use that and then transition to like when we go into the restaurant and then boom, like just for the video. I was like, okay.
Good idea. Yep.
So, and then it was Happy's idea to shoot the scene the way we shot it. Like make it like on some like Sopranos type shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's dope. Yeah. Now BlaQ Chidori, I know you you definitely got a fashion sense, and I seen a little bit of Happy. So is that another bond with the two of y'all with the fashion?
I think that would just be like, and he could speak on his experience with it and his perspective with it. That's more on the, you know what I'm saying, the like organic, like just the alchemy side of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we just happen to both fuck with similar fashions and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, and then we both just have high standards and taste with that, especially with like Ralph Lauren and all that.
Word.
But, and like I said, he can speak on his perspective of it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, fashion's cool and shit, It's all right. It's cool.
Niggas just like to get fly. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that's really all it is.
Dig that. Yep.
Word.
And we also got to talk about the fact that you got the vinyl going through Digger's Factory.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us about that, and what made you want this project to be on vinyl?
It's because of the fact that, number one, people been demanding physicals from me. So I felt I kind of owed him that. And with Black is Beautiful, my idea was I felt like I owe my support base an experience with great sound.
Mm.
And I felt like if I'm finally to introduce any of my work on physicals, then it should definitely be one like this, you know? And like what better look than Black is Beautiful? You know, so it is.
And what a perfect representation on the cover.
Yeah, do it with the pen grid and all that. Yeah. Yeah. You know, and it was crazy too, because that was a rather spontaneous idea. You know, because people so take your mouse and hover over the joint.
Let me get back on there real quick.
So you see it open up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a trifold open up joint. You see what I'm saying?
That's dope.
And then and so then like move your mouse like more to the side.
Uh-huh.
And so then go over the vinyl disc. And so see, that's a custom right there. There's this model. You know what I'm saying? The model on featured there, she's done other modeling promotions for me.
Okay.
For Black is Beautiful, you could check out Pink Vixen. You know what I'm saying? She a great content creator of her own, an entrepreneur of her own, you know. So she was very pivotal in displaying Black is Beautiful. Shout out to her.
And I also have the link up in the comments for those that definitely want to support. Great piece of physical right there.
Yeah.
And whose idea was the vinyl color, and I think it's the splatter, right?
Yeah, the splatter joint. All that design, like that I designed that. Yeah, I designed it. The cover for the album in itself was conducted between myself and Zawhill. You know, I remember sitting on the bench in Lincoln Park in Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy. I was with my girl at the time, and when I was speaking with my woman, I was conveying to her my idea of a cover of an album. Because at that time I was still developing Black is Beautiful. But I was really trying to like decide on what type of cover or direction I would go. And me and her was just sitting there talking, and I was like, you know, I don't know what type of idea I would have. And during the conversations when I started formulating it, we started talking about like D'Angelo, Lil Kim type joints. And that's how we just ended up with that. And then me and Zawhill formulated some more and fleshed it out, and it became what it is.
Shout out to Zawhill.
Yeah.
Word. Shout out to Zawhill.
Yeah.
And Happy, do you have any physicals of your projects?
Nope. I don't.
I saw you got CDs for supply and demand. I saw you got physicals for supply and demand.
No, I don't. I was about to drop them, but these next projects I'm dropping though definitely will have physicals though. Definitely.
Okay.
And we definitely will have. We have an album coming out right now. It's called Airbnb. It's produced by Zilly 900 and myself.
Zilly's dope.
Yeah, me and Zilly took turns on there.
Hey yo.
I think he got we ran a train on it. We ran a train on it.
Ran a train on it.
Me and Zilly ran a train on it. So I think he got like 5 joints on there. I got 3 joints on there. Something like that. I'm not too sure. I forgot the number, but that's coming out soon too. Airbnb. That's featuring Patty Honcho, Know It All, Unruly, Prophet, Earn Dinero. I said Know It All? Yeah, I said Know It All.
Yeah, fire.
Yep.
Word.
Mm.
Yeah. That's coming out soon. That will definitely have physicals. That's the next one. That'll probably come out soon.
Dope. Speaking of Know It All, if he is tuning in, I want to say thank you because the vinyl came in, Hand Painted Realities.
Oh, I got mine too. Look.
There you go.
Yeah, I got mine in the room alongside the Caution Laser CD. And I love that album. Caution Laser.
And
Laser.
Earn Dinero, Zilly 900.
Beauty is in the eye. That's what I was
I
talking
think
about.
they might have more cassettes. If anybody wants to order, y'all can hit them up.
All right.
Dinero, Zilly 900.
Yeah.
Go. The album has, I'm trying to remember, 10 tracks on it.
Do it. I think so.
That's crazy.
Let me check.
Hold on, I'll tell you right now.
10 songs, I'd say just about.
Yes, 10.
Was that everything that the two of you created? Or there's some Lucy's back there?
Hey, yo.
For this album, yeah, but we got some shit though. We got a couple other joints.
What did we? Do we? I think.
Not for this, but I'm talking about we do have other joints though.
Oh,
We got like one or two other.
like period, yeah. But like for Black is Beautiful, it was very intentional. The album was very intentional. Like from start to finish, it was very intentional from both ends. Hey yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, somebody just told me it was their favorite project this year. I'm happy about that.
No, that's fire.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm actually working on a couple joints right now myself. I have Polo Assassins coming out very soon.
Fire.
That's gonna be a special one.
Really?
I'll deliver that one in a basket.
It really is.
But and I also have an EP with 2 Jeeves and Johnny Trash. About 5 or 6 joints on there. I'm on there as well, rapping on one track. I'm going for verse of the year. Like I had verse of the year last year, you heard? You hear me out there, hip hop Twitter? I had verse of the year last year, you heard? I ain't fucking with my single verses, you heard? Fuck you, nigga. Nah, but yo, yeah, we got that coming out. And then me and BlaQ might hit the sack again. Me and BlaQ might, jump in the sack one more time.
Hey, yeah, nah.
Another one.
Jump into this crazy. Jump into this crazy. Jump into this crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got another one, but I don't want to announce that one yet.
All right.
I don't know yet when we doing that yet. I don't know when that's dropping yet, so I don't want to announce it.
Okay. How long have you known Johnny Trash? Because I know Seek and Destroy was the first project y'all did together. That was about 2 years ago now.
About 2 years ago, right. Nah, we actually followed each other on Twitter for years. I'm talking about 6, 7, 8 years following each other on Twitter, right? And we never even did music. We just follow each other because we just both kind of tweet the same similar jokey type of style. And that's the same thing with Know It All too. We never was even talking about music. It was just jokes on there. Then one day we started talking about music and we started doing music. But yeah, same thing with Johnny Trash. Yeah. He's always rapped though. I've always supported his raps. But I wasn't doing, like I said, I used to spit, then I stopped. Every once in a while, you can look it's somewhere out there. It's on Apple Music or something. Me and Johnny Trash got like 1 or 2 songs together out there. Okay. Old as hell. You know what I mean? From like 5, 6 years ago and shit. But yeah, I just know him from Twitter and shit for years and shit. we always used to talk shit, and we just started making music.
I'm hoping when Halloween comes, being that Know It All, gave us the news that the next Scaring the Hose is going to be dropped. You're going to have that next event in Halloween, so
Yeah.
try and be out there.
We're definitely gonna do it on Halloween.
Yeah.
If you trying to come out, you're definitely more than welcome
Definitely
to
pop
show up. It's all love. You
Pop
get
out
the VIP
pop out
treatment
with
all
your
day.
fedora cock back and shit. Pop out with your fedora cock this shit.
I mean, how does it feel to have that event being continuously being successful the way it is?
I like it.
This become a movement by now too.
Happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
I would personally say that we are top 3 underground rap shows in the city. I would say that, like, modestly. If I was bragging, I'd say we number 1. But if I'm being honest, I would honestly be like we number 3 or top 3-ish. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. That's cool. I hope it keeps growing. I hope we just add new shit. Be a staple in the city. That's what we trying to do.
There you go. Yeah.
Add some new stuff to it. We're trying to do maybe even an open mic where we can invite people to come, and whoever wins that could perform at STH. Shit like that. Also, oh yeah, speaking of open mics, me and Earn De Niro. I don't know if you know Earn De Niro, but same dude I was just showing you, the Beauties in the Eye tape. He just dropped this with Zilly a couple months ago. Me and him are doing a cypher in the city. We're gonna stream it. We're just gonna be outside in the city, probably like 5 MCs playing some beats and a cypher and shit coming soon, like maybe August 11th, August 10th or something like that. But I'll let you know because we'll have a flyer out for it soon.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely looking forward to that. Nice. Another thing I want to speak about is fitness. I know BlaQ Chidori, you always seem to be on your A game with the fitness.
Nah, lately I ain't been on my A game since I've been back from New York. I don't know why. New York made me lazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy too because I walked everywhere every day. So, but I guess after that I felt like fucking I don't need exercise no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was on it crazy too. Like I was on a real consistent surplus. I had gained like 60, 70 pounds in like
70?
Yeah, 60, 70 pounds. I was saying like, when was I doing this? Started late 2023, and then by the time I went to New York, and when was that? When was that? When was that? That wasn't the SDH. That was when we. No, it was a SDH. Yeah, it was SDH.
Hold on, I'm gonna invite more people to this interview.
It was the most recent SDH that I was just there. That I did the Who This interview with.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I was on it from late 2023 all the way to then. That shit. Like, I was great. You know what I'm saying? I'll be getting back into it, like, slowly now. You know? Like, I can still do the same shit. Like, recently, I went and started testing out, just doing strength tests just to see the muscles even atrophied yet. They ain't necessarily atrophied. They've slightly shrunk, but they haven't atrophied yet. So like I was able to press close to 500 pounds. So I was like, all right, if I were to try to really work, I could probably push for 1,000. Because if I was able to do more than one rep with 500, I'd be able to do way more if I would have worked towards that consistently. So,
Okay.
I just got to get back into it. I just got to get back into it.
So what were your workouts? It was mainly weight training?
No, it was weighted calisthenics for warm-ups, and then weight training till failure. And I would superset movements that worked on the same limb or target. And I did damn near full body. I didn't really do splits. And I did sets to complete failure. So, yeah.
Yep. That's good shit right there.
Yeah. And then I just made sure I ate like 3,000 plus calories every single day. And just kept it like that.
Work.
I was actually, man, I got to get back to it. I let it go. But I was doing my thing for a minute. I was actually working out for a minute. Right before I started working on Wall Street, I was hitting the gym every morning, 6 a.m., baby. Swear to God, I was doing my thing. I was looking sexy too. Like, I looked in the mirror, I looked at my stomach, and I was like, yo, I ain't never seen my stomach look this sexy. I swear to God, never in my life. But anyway, so I started working on Wall Street. I'm working 14 hours a day, sitting down at a desk. Dog, I gained like 40 pounds, bro. I hate that shit. Bro, I did 800 push-ups one day. Like, fuck that. I ain't doing nothing. 800. Boom, nigga. Fuck. I swear to God, I could beat these 5'6" boxers that's 140 pounds, you heard? Every single one of them. You a boxer, a professional boxer, and you 5'6", 140 pounds? In a street fight, you ain't shit, Duke. You just nice in an organized fight, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga.
But
You're a bum ass nigga. You 5'6", 140, nigga. My girl 160, nigga. What that say about you, nigga? Fuck you talking about? The fuck that say about you, nigga?
this nigga's stupid.
Oh man.
That's craziness.
Yeah,
I got to get back to it. I actually just started walking a lot now. I've been doing 2, 3, 4, 5 miles a day and shit, trying to get back to it. It's only been like 4 days, so I'm not bragging like I've been doing this shit, but I've been doing my little miles every day though, for real. And I feel like I wake up early, I just do that shit. I don't even think about it.
just get right to it. Yeah.
Trying to get back to it for real. My boy Johnny Trash, that nigga do like 800 burpees a day. He think he in jail and shit. West Coast gangbanging ass nigga. I swear to God. I wish I could do 800 burpees a day though. That's craziness.
Yeah, that is.
Crazy.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try that.
Try it, right?
Because I remember back in the day, like I got this photo of it too. I was like 14 years old, and there came a month. It was shortly before November, so I want to say it was shortly before Thanksgiving. So I think we started either early October or the month before that. I want to say it was me and my stepbrother at the time, and it was called the 300 workout. You did 300 push-ups, 300 sit-ups, you know what I'm saying, 300 burpees, 300 squats, and then you would do weight training right after, and we would have different types of weight training on different days. But to keep that up for at least 2 months or so, and then we would stop by Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving would be our cheat day. You see what I'm saying? And so then, like, we just did it like that, and that shit actually got, you know what I'm saying? That actually got me like pretty big. Like,
You get right like that, yeah.
it gets you right. It gets you right.
Yep.
Get you right.
Yeah. I used to do most of my workouts at night before I went to bed. So
I do too. In most cases, I do too.
Yeah, it actually helped me to sleep better.
Yeah.
But back then, I used to do the 500 push-ups, about 1,000 squats, and then
A day?
my calf raises was like 400.
Hold on, a day?
Yeah.
What, yo, Happy, have you seen this nigga? Like,
Bro,
have you seen it? No, that nigga pretty, like, that nigga, like,
bro, 1,000 squats
nigga
a day is crazy, son.
no, that nigga
You
pretty
know what's
rock.
crazy? I watched this video one time, and there was this dude. He was built like a superhero, right? I'm talking about he looked like a superhero.
Mhm.
Six pack, crazy. He said one day he got injured and he couldn't run. He couldn't he couldn't lift weights or run or nothing. All he could do was squats. So he got to the point where he's doing 1,200 a day, right?
Mm.
And he's saying that that's all he needed. He said that's all he needed. He didn't have to do anything else, and he could just do that all day, and that would get you in shape. So I looked further into it, and it's crazy because squats actually does work out about 80% of the body. That shit gives you like from the stomach down.
Mm-hmm.
It works out everything. That shit crazy as fuck, son. And then you doing 1,000 a day? That's crazy.
That's what I was doing. Yeah.
Yo, how your first time? What did you start off with? How did you start your first day? How many did you do?
Shit. I maybe about 5 or 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you just started doing it until you could work up to that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because I had it set up where I would do my calf raises, then go to the push-ups, then go to the squats, and then go and do that again, and then throw in some leg lifts, working the abs and everything, and then keep that same sequence going.
That's crazy. So it's almost like you were doing burpees though, but you were just doing it one at a time. Like I'm doing the push-ups first, then I'm doing the leg. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
With the machines and shit too, it's crazy.
Yep.
That's wild.
Man. Yeah, man.
Damn, if you're talking about 1,000 a day, I want to do that, bro. I want to do that. 1,000, yo, that's crazy. Like, tell me if you agree. Somebody says you could substitute squats. You could substitute running with squats if you do a lot of them. Like how you're doing 1,000 a day. Mm-hmm. You could do 1,000 squats a day. You don't have to run. They say.
Bull,
they say it's the same thing.
That's because it's anaerobic because you're doing like supersets and shit. You're training the stamina and
right.
It's the same running because running is continuous. That's all it is. It's just the continuousness of it. And so you're working out. The difference with working out is you break it up and you slow it down. But if you don't concentrate it and like niggas that do reps fast or do continuous reps or some shit, that's just like running with that muscle.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. And nowadays, I'm doing everything slow to build up my stamina again. Because BlaQ Chidori knows, with the accident and everything. So, I've been consistently doing, that, and doctors been saying good things, and I think I'm not gonna say I think I know, because of the decades of what I've been doing before the accident, that's benefited me more than a lot of people I see when I'm going to treatment and all these specialists and everything, seeing how they're all messed up, man.
Right.
So I'm definitely grateful, and I just evolve, until I get to back where I want to be.
Right. Just gotta train up. Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. Word is born.
I wanted to know if there's going to be another music video coming from Black is Beautiful.
I got this one video in my mind, but this is the thing about me. I got ideas that, like, I wish I had, like, the budget for, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I need, like, because how I want to shoot my shit be, like, movie scenes and shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, but I got other ideas for videos too, and I've even started coordinating them with certain folk. Like I might want to do a joint for Something About You, and I hollered at Patty about that idea. Mm-hmm. Me and Trash have talked about an idea for a Slut Love joint. So we could definitely you could very likely see that at any point. You never know.
All right. Yeah. And for those who are not familiar, let them know about the Pentagon.
So, it's this underground conglomerate of various, entities, various brands, various personalities, various persons, all with different talents, multi-talents, And then, we all met over the internet, got the bond in real life, and everything grew organically from there. And that's how it went. And it's very tight knit, it's very political, it's very militant, and it's just a group of the nicest minds. Like, it's not even just the nicest niggas rapping, because not everybody's. Now, everybody can rap. Not to show you how nice everybody is, but not everybody's thing is rap. You see what I'm saying? So it's all the nicest minds. And we all contribute to different ideas, like putting the STH idea together and things of that nature, And there's, of course, think tanks and whatnot. Actually, the Pentagon, the whole thing started from a think tank that I made between myself, Nodo, and Pat. And then Nodo, at the time, he also was running a group thing where he was running this promotional group thing. Mm-hmm. He was trying to create a network for promoting underground artists and whatnot. And to this day, you can see from his moves, he's still trying to do that. But he had that going. He didn't really like how it was going, and so he wanted to try to still have that, but to where he could do it with people that could assist him with making that happen, and also all right to have around when that's happening. And so, at the time of me making that think tank and him having that and having that idea and inspiration, it then just formed into what it is. And that's the movement you see, and people can see the fruit that we've started bearing from there. So
yeah. Yep. Definitely. I appreciate you definitely speaking on that, because I want to keep letting people know about that. Interviewed Patty, interviewed Know It All. I want y'all to keep bringing it up, let people know about the Pentagon.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta represent.
Now that the album is out, what's some of the opinions that people have given you on social media about the album?
It's not even social media. I've seen on blog sites and stuff like that. People love the album. Fuck what niggas love them. Niggas love the album. That's what it is. And at the same time, I've seen there was one person because I was talking about how come February, I'm no longer a rapper. No more rapper. No more rapper BlaQ Chidori. And so then when the album came out, they were looking at me saying that, and people kept, and I was also talking about how I'm glad February I'm not dropping no rap shit, because I don't want to be rapping with what was dropping at that time anyway. And so people kept talking to me and asking me, why am I attacking the platform or culture I came from as a rapper? And I kept asking them, what makes you think I'm doing that? I'm just talking about my evolution.
Right.
And when Black is Beautiful comes out, you can see it's not just a rap album. It's not just rap music. You know what I'm saying? At the core, we still keep it hip hop and all that. We still keep it soulful and funky and all that. We still, you know what I'm saying? But you got all types of flavors on there, all types of directions. You got blues, you know what I'm saying? You got spoken word joints, you see what I'm saying? You got rap joints on there too, you see what I'm saying? You got all types of joints on there. People was also looking at, one dude was talking about how he was talking like that, but then he's still rapping on some of the joints. So he needs to decide which one he wants to do and go hard with that, because it looks like he keeps flip-flopping. I'm like, nigga, I'm making music that to sound fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? If this is what the song I wanted to make, this is the song I wanted to make. Why do I have to only make this or that type of song?
Yep.
Why can't I make both? Why can't I make both at the same time? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with that for real? So, ain't the first time I did it. Like, y'all just new here.
That's what I was saying. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Y'all just new here. So,
Happy Art, I want you to let us know how your name came to be and tell us about the style of the logo, because it looked familiar to me, but I want you to tell it.
Yeah, the name came about because, like I said, I just came out of nowhere making the beats, right? And you know, during the pandemic, I just said fuck it and started making the beats. I didn't even have a name yet. I didn't think anything of it, and I sent Johnny Trash the whole album, and he sent it back like in 3-4 days, ready to be uploaded. Like the whole album. I'm thinking I got like a couple weeks to think of a name or something, you know. And so I had to think quick, and I thought of Happy Art Productions because I thought it was a positive sounding name. I just wanted to sound positive. Even if I'm not positive, I want to sound positive. You heard? So anyway, besides that, I just thought, hey, it's positive because a positive name brings more positive energy, I guess, or some shit. Negative names bring negative energy. Every record label that had a negative name, they all got killed or went to jail, if you think about it. So I thought of a positive record label name. So I could, even if I'm talking about killing, at least we're happy. You understand?
right.
We're all happy. But the logo, Upper Deck, as a kid, I always loved that logo, bro. I always loved that logo. It was just a fire logo. The baseball, basketball cards, the Upper Deck. So I was like, Happy Art with the Upper Deck logo. I seen a couple other people use it though. After I have, but they're pretty famous. So I was kind of disappointed because I hope I don't got to change my shit. But I won't though. I'll leave it. If I have to, I won't. But yeah, that's it. That's where the logo comes from and the name. Positive vibes only, as they say.
That's interesting that you wanted it that way, because your production, it has I think I said it in the beginning, it has a certain way that it's expressed. And the thing with cinema is it doesn't have to be visual to be expressed. You could close your eyes and hear the diegetic sounds from a movie, and you get a certain mood, you get a certain feeling.
Right.
And that's when I listen to your production, I get that.
Nice.
When you creating your production, how does everything come to be? Where's this influence come from? Because sometimes I feel like it's blaxploitation. Other times I get a soulful vibe. So it's not just what you came up on, but also what you like and how you hear things.
Yeah. Blaxploitation. That's a good one. Cause I do like that. I've always liked that. Growing up, I like that. So even if it comes out, even I'm not even thinking about it, and you mentioned it, I like that because I guess you could say that. But yeah. I just try to look for something that sounds good, but something that's my taste. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times I make beats that people like that I don't even like. So it's like, it's weird. Like I would never have shown you this beat if I just wasn't showing you my throwaways. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just like to produce sounds that I like and shit. Stuff that I'm influenced by, things that I things that intrigue me. Those sounds that I like I would say I would say I have a big influence from I like Kanye West a lot. I was always impressed by his beats. So I don't think I sound like him, but I would say that I have my ear is influenced by what I like that he does.
Trash. You got that one joint with Johnny Trash. This bitch said I look like DJ Tucker, so I got a DJ. That beat right there sound like some old Kanye shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it's funny you mentioned blaxploitation too, because for a promotional video, we use the blaxploitation. The one the slut love joint.
Oh yeah.
The Revenge of what was it? The Revenge of TV or something like that.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
JD's Revenge. JD's
Yeah.
Yeah, JD's Revenge. That blaxploitation. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to change up a little bit though. Not really change up, but try something else. Maybe try to enhance my skill. Mess around with some chopping more. I want to chop more.
You said chop more?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any strictly instrumental projects out there? That you never released?
No, I don't. I actually no. I have the Seek and Destroy, me and Johnny Trash, the first one. I have that instrumental is out there. Just the instrumental of that is out. That's about it. But you know what's crazy? As a producer, I don't really like instrumental tapes.
No? Okay.
Hell nah. Why?
I agree. Exactly. Why?
Why? I don't care. I want to hear people rapping on them. You know what I'm saying? Just to hear your beat. Who are you? What is that? A demo? What are you doing? You get what I'm saying? I don't get it. I'd rather drop something with someone rapping on it. Just beats? Like, who's listening to that?
Well,
Who the hell is running? Who's riding around in their car like, yeah, throw on that instrumental album?
I think it comes down to, how the producer creates that project. I mean, if it's just beats and, there's really no sequencing and sonics to it, then it's not the same. It's just a beat after another beat.
But you know what? Like, for example, right? Alchemist has beat tapes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love Alchemist. He's in my top 3 all time. You heard? Now, I've listened to his beat tapes and I'm not really interested. You know what I'm saying? Not because I don't like his beats, but it's just the beat. Like, it's just beats playing. You know what I'm saying?
Like rhyming over those.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like even him, and he's one of the best. He's a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it just doesn't. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't. I've never liked the beat tapes. I was a kid when I was young, and I would see like producers drop instrumental albums. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, why are y'all doing that? I don't get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a question in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
H. Lazo said, would you play around with the idea of making a West Coast G-Funk?
Hell yeah. I love G-Funk. And yes, Devil Shoes is in that lane. And you know what's crazy? That's my boy, the Cleaver right there. The Cleaver. Y'all know the Cleaver. You know the Cleaver?
I know the Cleaver. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that's the Cleaver.
I wasn't familiar with the name.
Yeah, I just saw his face. That's why I saw the picture and shit. But yeah, yo, Cleaver. Yeah, you're right. The Devil Shoes is like a G-Funk joint. And you know what's crazy? I wasn't even trying, bro. But then somebody mentioned it, and I listened to it. I'm like, oh, it do sound like some G-Funk shit. But yes, I do like G-Funk. I like G-Funk a lot, in fact. You know that loud ass fucking whistle in the back of a G-Funk beat? I love that shit, nigga. That shit hard, nigga. Sound like a drive-by. Like, you better get the kids inside. Some shit about to happen, bro. Some shit is about to happen. The devil is outside. You heard? You sound crazy.
we got another question. This one's for BlaQ Chidori. He said, "Who's your 3 favorite producers to work with?"
From your discography. Dream collab and personal top 5 from discography. Okay, so top 3 I say my top 5 for my discography. I don't have too many albums anyway. A lot of my back catalog got taken down by United Masters after my fallout with them. But I'd say some of my favorite albums for myself, without necessarily ranking them, because how I would rank them as objectively as possible based off of what they succeeded at the best. But I'm going to say I love the BlaQ album, which was my DSP's debut. I love
Oh my God.
White Melodies.
Crazy.
I love White Melodies.
My fault. Someone just somebody's watching the live, they text me and shit, and they said some funny shit. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you good. I love let me see. At Your Neck, that's up big. Like I said, Black is Beautiful and Black Osteology, those ones are really, really special to me, to be honest. But honestly, I'd say like Black is Beautiful, Black Osteology, the BlaQ album off top 2, and the Holy Black Mix, Volume 1. Those are really my top 5.
Oh, he said he meant your personal favorite songs.
Personal favorite songs. Okay. That's a little harder to narrow down for real. But I'd say my favorite producers that I could say that I work with, that I've made some of my favorite songs with them, is I love Sovereign. I love Sovereign to death. I love her. Happy was fun as hell to work with. Like, honestly, like, there's no other producer that I got to really like display and express as well as facilitate my whimsy. You see what I'm saying? I have no other producer that has created the environment necessary for that, you know? And so I had the most fun with his shit. Hey, yo. But I say scale beats for sure, but Protagonist, and I miss Protagonist.
I like Protagonist.
Yo, I'm mad he retired.
He did that Jesus song, right?
He did White Melodies A-side. That was him and Sovereign.
Right.
The Jesus song.
Say he retired?
Yeah, the Jesus joint was him too.
So that's not on streaming anymore?
No, White Melodies is on streaming.
Oh, all right. What's the name of that Jesus song? What's the name of that song?
Jesus Christ, White Savior.
It's a good song right there.
I love that shit.
That made me a BlaQ Chidori fan right there.
Yeah, Protagonist. That one. And I'm mad he retired, but you know, hey, you
like 17 years old.
No. You're not 17. Oh. He's not 30, but you're not 17.
Yo, Protagonist, if you watch this, stop playing, yo. You mad nice.
Word.
I'll come get you and make you make a beat and tie you up with a.
Make some more.
Tie you up. Tie you up.
On some Diddy shit.
Oh man, Starbucks was my joint.
Oh yeah, Starbucks. Yo, see, that's a deep cut right there. Because you know it's crazy too. Recently I was listening to that song and I was like, yo, you know, Starbucks. That's a song that I think is underrated on the album. Because at the same time, how I designed the album, I designed it in a certain way to where the top half makes the album sound one way and the bottom half makes the album turn into a whole different direction. And so based off of how you listen and what you listen for, you're going to come out with a certain experience of what you remember the album for.
Okay.
And that's how I designed it to go like that. And I did that based off of how the cover art looked, where what the top part of the cover art looked like over the head and what the bottom looked like. You see what I'm saying? From the chest down. You see what I'm saying? And I happen to be wearing that White Melodies merch too. You see what I'm saying? So, you know. If y'all want any White Melodies hoodies, y'all can contact me on any of my social media pages as well. If you want to cop a hoodie. You know?
It is. Yeah, I'm about to go listen to that Starbucks joint again.
Yeah. Yeah. White Melodies is fire. And White Melodies A-side is honestly, I love it so much because of how much it contributed to B-side. Because the whole point of B-side was me trying to compete with myself. Was me trying to outdo A-side. You see what I'm saying? And create a bigger reaction than I did with A-side. So, you know.
This question is for both of you. What's one of your favorite tracks off the new album?
I say Slut Love, Waterfall, What You Need. I Love Something About You. I think the best song on the album though is the Solo Patty joint. You see what I'm saying? That one's mad fire. I love it.
I like the last song. That's my favorite joint.
Oh, and Love and War.
Love and War.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was the most. That was probably one of
that's some cinematic shit right there. I like that joint.
Yeah.
That was one of the more unique joints you sent me. That and Waterfall.
They should do a video of that. It'll be a real intense video.
Yeah.
Real crazy.
That'd be raw. Yeah. That's fire.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get crucified in the video or something. You know what I mean? Some kind of crazy shit.
Well,
you know? That's fire.
Yeah.
Could be the next video. BlaQ Chidori, Happy Art. The album is Black is Beautiful, out now on Happy Art's website, which I'm going to put up in the comments again, as well as all DSPs.
MayweatherTheory.com.
Yeah.
There you go.
The Mayweather theory is that sometimes you might even have to sacrifice reading good to be great at something.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I say if Mayweather could read just a little bit better, he probably have 1 or 2 losses. Now let me ask you this: you rather read well or have 1 or 2 losses?
That's true. And that nigga undefeated.
Yeah, right.
He undefeated. That's crazy.
Word, I'd rather have them fucking 50-0 and not be able to read than be 49-2 and have a good reading, good reading skills. Like fuck out of here. I'm about to tweet that.
Oh man, I appreciate y'all taking this time and let me know more about the Black is Beautiful album, as well as what y'all got going on. And happy y'all being this is the first time I got to interview. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Definitely look forward to hearing more
you, man.
from you.
Good to meet you. Definitely hope to do more interviews with you. You know what I mean? When we do
Yes,
more
indeed.
projects and all that.
Yes, indeed. And
We
definitely
can meet you in person for real.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're trying to be there on Halloween.
Where you at? You in New York?
Yeah, I'm in Staten Island.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Right
Yeah.
there. So I'll let you know
right
for
there.
sure. I'll let you know ahead of time for sure. I think we're definitely doing it on Halloween. So yeah, we might do a different location too in the city, so it'll be closer anyway. You could definitely pull up to the city and shit.
Yeah.
Somewhere downtown, I think about 20th Street or something like that. Oh no, actually it's in Brooklyn.
I'm always in the city because I'm either working in downtown Brooklyn or I'm in the Bronx.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Bye.
Definitely. Before we go, let the people know where they can reach out to you as well as support the music. And I'm about to put the link up once again for the Black is Beautiful vinyl.
The BlaQ Chidori on Twitter, at GodMC, BlaQ Chidori, BlaQChidori. On Instagram, BlaQ Chidori on all platforms, including YouTube. And yeah, BlaQ Chidori. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Happy Art Productions on Instagram, and on Twitter, Happy Art PROD, Happy Art PROD, and MayweatherTheory.com. You could get all the albums on there. You can even listen to them on there before you buy them, and you could join a mailing list for like future shows and things like that. And we'll start putting merch on there soon too. But yeah, MayweatherTheory.com, Happy Art Production on Instagram, Happy Art PROD at Twitter.
There you go. And is the last day to order the vinyl still the 28th of August?
Yeah, 28th of August, that's the deadline before we got to move on to wholesale.
All right.
You get your pre-orders in now, and honestly,
Yes,
you
indeed.
get your pre-orders in now for real, because otherwise you're going to wait longer for real. So
There it is. Thank you once again, and as always, we look forward to having the two of you on again, as well as Know It All, Patty Honcho. We got to get some more of y'all members.
you know who you should get on here? You should get Earn De Niro on here, or like a Justin David on here would be interesting. You know,
Even Johnny Trash as well.
yeah, Johnny Trash on here.
Johnny Trash drops an album like every freaking week or so, every 2 weeks, every month. So he's a good guy to talk to about the music.
Definitely. I'm putting that down right now. I'll go speak to him.
Definitely.
Man. Appreciate it once again. And as everyone is tuning in, me at HHDG Media with our crew, we're gonna say peace.
Peace, God.